When swimmers think about speed, they think arms, the pull, the catch, the big muscles moving water. But here's the reality. Your arms don't decide your speed. They decide your style. Your speed, the true efficiency, the rhythm, and the feel of your stroke actually comes from your kick. Every stroke, freestyle, backstroke, fly, even breaststroke, where the kick literally decides where you fly or flop. Yet most swimmers treat kicking like an afterthought. They look forward to the social kick, grab a board, chat with your lane mates, kick a lazy 500, and then call it training. That's not kicking. That's floating. The truth, if you want to swim fast, you need to spend 20% of every practice kicking. Hard kicking, smart kicking, creative kicking. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. We're not sticking to a board and fins. We're going to unlock 6 different methods. Each one trains a different piece of your kick. By the end, you'll know how to make your kick into a weapon. But first, you should know who I am so you don't think this is just another coach spitting cliches. I'm Coach Chris, 20 years competing at a national level, plus 20 more years coaching swimmers of every age, from kids who just are learning how to float to seniors hitting sectionals, junior nationals, and even beyond. I've studied the best, the Sherbo's speed, Bowman's precision, Marsh's versatility, and Beeman's innovation. And I've lived the grind, the 6 a.m. kick sets that left my legs burning all day. The breakthrough moments when a swimmer finally held a 200 pace off their legs, not their lungs. This channel, Between the Laps, is where I take everything I've learned and give it back to you. Because I know this, when swimmers unlock their kick, everything else follows. So let's dive into the journey. Think of your body as a boat. Your arms, the oars, your kick, the engine. With weak kicking, you're rowing a heavy barge. With strong kicking, you're on a speedboat. And here's the hidden truth. Kicking helps set up a good body line. Kicking fuels your rhythm. Kicking drives your finishes. Kicking saves your stroke when you're absolutely exhausted. If you don't train your kick, you're leaving 20 to 30% of your speed completely untouched. But here's the problem. Most swimmers only train 2 ways. Kickboards, maybe fins. That's like a runner only jogging. Never sprinting, never doing hill running, never doing any drills. So today, let's break free of that. So the first tool I want to talk about is actually using that board, but in a very different way. Stick that board out in front of you. Throw on a snorkel, a front-facing centered snorkel. The board forces surface engagement. The snorkel frees your breathing. Together they strip away the excuses. This works because the board makes you hold water high. The snorkel keeps your head in a nice neutral position. The combo locks your body into alignment while your legs are burning. This drill teaches endurance and flow. It forces you to focus on tempo while not gasping for air. One of the coaching cues I use is don't just kick. Drive from the hips. Kick like you're drumming a rhythm in the water. When you master this, your freestyle and backstroke feel lighter because you've built the baseline. Bodyline plus sustainable kick rhythm. Next up, keep that snorkel on, but get rid of the board. Move your hands onto your thighs. No board, no arms, just you face down in the water. Core engaged, hands locked on your legs. This helps force the front core activation, keeping you nice and high in the water. It shifts the balance. If your abs aren't firing, you begin to sink. It builds pure hip driven kick power. Think of this as the plank position, but while moving. I always tell my swimmers, imagine a tightrope running through your spine. Keep it straight. Hips drive, legs snap. When my swimmers add this drill, their streamlined kicks off the wall instantly sharpen. They feel like they're slicing, not slogging. Here's one of my more recent favorites. Take a PVC pipe, cut it into 2-foot sections, and use what I call the kickstick. Hold it lightly in front of you. No board, no buoyancy. You can leave a snorkel on if you'd like. Just a stick to stabilize the arms. This helps force you to rely 100% on your kick. It builds balance without letting your arms cheat and increases your core engagement. No hiding behind a board. When you're practicing this in the water, you want to keep your elbows straight, the pipe nice and steady. If the stick starts to wobble, your body line is off. This method feels raw, it's honest, stripped down, and that's why it works. It's also a very cheap way to work on your kick. Every swimmer who tries it comes up saying, I didn't realize how much I relied on my arms until now. Let's take this now to the next level. Fins and drag socks together. It sounds a bit crazy. One adds speed, while the other adds resistance. But that's the point. The fins exaggerate the feel of the kick. The drag socks add resistance, forcing more force production. The combo teaches your legs to fire explosively, then sustain. Don't sprint blind. Keep the tempo high but controlled. Let the fins teach flow. Let the socks build strength. This method feels like sprinting uphill with rockets strapped to your feet. It shocks the legs, but the adaptation is absolutely incredible. Now, speaking about resistance, another trick you can do is to take those fins off, leave the snorkel on, but add a resistance band just above the knees. This helps force glute activation, those big muscles that are trying to work and give you that power, that propulsion. Keep your legs from flaring wide if you're one of those big kickers, and it helps build alignment through your core and your hips. Most swimmers kick sloppy. Knees bend too much, legs sprawl out everywhere, and the band fixes that instantly. It gives you no room for error. It forces you to keep that kick narrow, dry from the hips. If the band pulls you in, fight back with power, not sloppy flares. You'll feel your glutes light up. That's the hidden gear of your kicking. And finally, if you do want to use a kickboard, I suggest a Torpo. Unlike a standard board, this one sits low. It doesn't give you the same float of a normal board, which means more core engagement, and it's shaped like a teardrop. It helps build stability in your line, forces hip drive without over reliance on buoyancy. It also forces you to kick with a more efficiency under pressure. Don't fight the board, flow with it. Keep your shoulders relaxed, but your core locked. This one humbles even the strongest kickers. But the payoff? Cleaner technique, higher hips, and more speed off every wall. Now, how do we put this all together? Simple, really. Spend 20% of every practice on your kick, or even dedicate a single day just to kicking. With my athletes, I always use 1 day a week as pure kick sets. We do everything from our warm up all the way through is just kicking. We'll sprinkle kick throughout the rest of the week, but the main focus on that one particular day is engaging the legs. It's not social kick. It's not a filler. It's intentional, varied, and progressive kick work. If your practice is 5,000 yards, let's say, that's 1,000 yards of kick. Are you doing that? Mix the methods, rotate the tools, keep the legs guessing, adapting, and growing stronger, just like you would if you were doing weight training. When you train your kick like this, it doesn't just help your 50 or your 100, it transforms your 200, your 400s, your IMs. Because now you own your body line, your rhythm, and your finishes. So here's the truth. The kick is freedom. It frees your stroke from drag. It frees your arms from grinding. It frees your body from sinking. And you unlock that freedom. Swimming starts, and when you unlock that freedom, swimming stops feeling like work. It feels like flight. Like the water is carrying you instead of fighting you. So the next time you grab a board and drift through a lazy 500, stop. Remind yourself every length is a chance to sharpen your engine. Every variation is a chance to unlock speed. Because the swimmers who master their kick don't just swim faster, they swim lighter, freer, smarter. And that's what separates the good from the great. If you want more tools, frameworks, and a guided training to transform your stroke, join me and the 75 others in the Swim Accelerator today. If you want a coach in your pocket anytime, anywhere, check out the AI Swim Coach. Both links are below. Until next time, I'll see you between the laps.